It's time!
Alright, guys, the fight is almost here. UFC 264 headlining the main event of the evening. Poirier versus McGregor 3, the trilogy of all trilogies. Like I said in the previous video, if you haven't watched that video before, it's just a little breakdown. It's 20 minutes, so if I can waste 20 minutes of your day, just go ahead and watch that video. I'll leave a link for it. But this video is going to be a very, very quick one. It's going to be my official prediction for the UFC 264 event that is happening tomorrow, Saturday night, July 10, at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Uh, I watched the I watched the weigh-ins just about an hour or so ago, and I watched the press conference yesterday. The press conference, I mean, it was pretty good. It was nothing too exciting. Conor McGregor, honestly, he didn't seem. I mean, he was on one. He was definitely feeling the crowd, but he seemed he seemed off in his trash talk, I must say, and it's probably because he doesn't really have much to say. I mean, they're both 1-1, and he's just recently knocked out TKO'd for the first time ever in their last fight a few months ago, and so um, I don't know. The trash talk was a little odd. It wasn't the normal McGregor like he's just on fire. He tried, you know. He had a few quotable lines there, but I think Dustin Poirier most definitely held his own. You could tell that he wasn't as much as phased from the trash talk as he was in their previous fight in 2014. He kept a nice, cool, and level head, and Conor McGregor tried his best to rile him up or get under his skin, seemingly to no avail. At least that's what I think. So watch the press conference, and then, like I said about an hour ago, I watched the official weigh-in. Conor McGregor looked pretty good. I still do think he's very thin. Compared to Dustin Poirier. I mean, obviously their body builds are very, very different. But even in the last fight, watching that, I was looking at Conor McGregor, and I'm like, oh, he looks pretty frail and thin at that 155. Dustin Poirier looked very well. He looked dehydrated in the face, I must say. And there was one moment he was walking on the stage. It could have been just a trip, could have, like, I'm pretty sure it was, but I don't know if it was just because he was taking his slides off and he, kind of tripped up, tripped over his feet, um, or just kind of off balance a little bit. But I did notice that, and like I said, his face looked pretty thin. But he'll put that weight back on. But the fight tomorrow, and so I really wanted to wait until I made an official prediction. I'm still honestly going back and forth in my brain right now. I feel like the first name I slap, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Uh but here's my official prediction for the fight tomorrow. So, like I've said in the other two videos that I've done, the previous video that I posted this morning, go check it out. The breakdown, my breakdown of the fight, and also I had another video. This was a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago. It was just a reaction to their second fight. So I pretty much said, I mean, I pretty much still think the same thing that I said in those two previous videos. I predicted that Conor would lose by TKO in the fourth round in the last fight. I was off by 2 rounds, but for for this fight, I still think that Conor McGregor is the more skilled fighter, I must say. And like I said, I'm a Louisiana girl. That's my hometown, and it's super hard to go against the hometown boy, Dustin Poirier. So I am rooting for Dustin Poirier, Louisiana baby. I'm rooting for Dustin Poirier, most definitely. I feel like he can go out there and he can put the pressure on Conor McGregor because we all know Conor McGregor pretty much buckles under pressure, especially if you get him on the ground. And so Dustin Poirier, if he's smart, he'll go in there and he'll try to get McGregor on the ground fairly early on. We saw, I mean, he can do that and either submit him or try to bring him into those later rounds, or at least uh, make it out of that first round. That's probably the smartest thing that he can do. But UFC fighters, they never really do that. It feels like they want to put on a show, and especially if you're in the main event and you're under. I feel like at least the fans are going to be there, and if Dustin Poirier takes this fight to the ground, the fans are going to boo. They're like, oh, even though this is MMA, this is mixed martial arts. But like I said, I think that's probably the smartest thing that Poirier could do. Take him to the ground, wait it out for a round or two, and then just box him up. Conor McGregor definitely has the durability to, I feel like, to go into those later rounds, but his, I don't know if his power will be diminished, but uh, probably more so his cardio. I don't want to say will fail him, but Dustin Poirier will, he'd be able to exploit Conor a lot more into those later rounds. I think for Conor McGregor, the best thing that he can do is just go out there and just right out the bat get ferocious with it. I mean, you can tell that Conor McGregor has something to prove. This last knockout was pretty embarrassing for him, and you can just see it in his face that he feels it. And he's feeling the pressure most definitely, and everybody's basically saying that he's done. I mean, he's everybody is basically trying to put Conor McGregor in an early retirement if he loses this fight. I don't think that should happen, but whatever he wants to do, uh, I'll support it 100% of the way. I don't think he's ready to retire at all. I think he just needs uh, something up his ass that's gonna shock him. I mean, that's gonna drive him a little bit more to take this seriously. Um, but like I said, I'm rooting for Dustin Poirier. Though that is not my official prediction, ladies and gentlemen. I'm rooting for Louisiana, the hometown boy. But my official prediction, drumroll please, is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is going to knock out Dustin Poirier. That's my prediction. Inside of one or two. I want to say, if I was a betting woman, I'd say inside of round two. I believe he'll get it done inside of round one, though, and I I want to say that Conor McGregor, it might be some type of head kick, or he may catch Dustin Poirier coming in, because Conor McGregor is a very smart guy. Uh, Especially his fight IQ is very high, and I feel like he's setting Dustin Poirier up. He kind of threw a little kick at the press conference, kick at his legs, and on Twitter he made some statement about the first one to shoot is a little bitch or whatever or whatnot. And so I feel like he's baiting Dustin Poirier into trying to take him down, and I feel like he might like knee him or kick him or uh, just knock him out coming in. And so that is my official prediction, ladies and gentlemen. And the only reason that I'm picking Conor McGregor for this fight, honestly, uh, is because Dustin Poirier should have taken the title fight. He should. I mean, of course, this is the money fight. This is the red panty night. But I feel like the way the universe works, Dustin Poirier didn't take the title fight, which he most definitely could have, and he could have won that against Charles Oliveira. But instead, he took the McGregor fight for the red panty night, and I feel like the universe might punish him for that. That's just how I'm feeling, and yeah, that's my predict. That's my official prediction, guys. So thank you for watching